Hey, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome here to another incredible Tough Love Thursday. I'm just going to take a minute here to make sure that we are, in fact, streaming live in our Facebook group. Yes, we are. So, again, anyone watching the replay or watching live with us in the Facebook group, say hello in the comments below. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. And of course, as always, I want to know as we go along how what I'm about to share with you stands out for you. And actually, is this something that you notice for yourself? So we're going to get into it because I have a really beautiful, empowering message for all of you today. As you know, we have quite a variety of topics on these weekly Tough Love Thursday segments, these quick, short segments that are really designed to help you see things differently, to think differently, to feel differently about your struggles and your challenges with overcoming sugar addiction and food dependency. So this week, the tough love that I have for all of you, that's actually like beautiful love and encouragement, is this truth that change, healing, transformation with your relationship with food and yourself comes from love and not from force. Now, I'm going to explain what this means because I see so many women and I want to know, like, is this you? Let me know in the comments below if you're watching live here on Facebook. Is this you as you navigate and continue working on healing your relationship with food, on breaking up with sugar, kicking that addiction and the cravings to the curb? Are you relying on this sense of almost willpower or force in terms of like really making it difficult? Is this journey really difficult? Is this journey something that you're constantly beating yourself up with, right? Maybe noticing negative thoughts, right? Noticing a lot of self-hate, noticing a lot of guilt and a lot of shame when you don't have a perfect day, right? When there's a lot of the sort of negativity surrounding your journey and the ups and downs that are inevitably going to come as you work through breaking up with sugar and really finding peace and freedom and ease with food. And I see so many women, I'm willing to bet most of you here in this group, let me know in the chat, in the comment below, can relate to this, right? This constant obsession, the white knuckling ourselves through trying to give up sugar, right? And forcing ourselves to do all sorts of things that maybe we don't really want to be doing. And it can be this energy of pushing, this energy of, I'm using the word forcing, right? The energy of like really just um, hate, and even the energy of like being at war with yourself and with food. And this is really how most of us have been taught to approach food. And for many of you, this started in childhood or perhaps developed as you got into like the diet industry and you learned like the black and white thinking and what is okay and what's not okay. And you started sort of developing these tendencies of putting yourself down, of like really fighting against food. Can you relate to that? Let me know in the comments. I really want to know who here is connecting with this fight energy with food. Because I know for a fact 90% of the women that come and work with me, or that I even know personally, struggle with this. And what I want to offer all of you here today instead is this beautiful gift and truth that the actual answers to all of your life's problems and challenges and struggles, especially when it comes to sugar and food, is actually held in your ability to approach your journey with loving energy, loving yourself through the ups and the downs, having self-compassion, having ease and flow in the ups and the downs, because there will be downs. This is expected. And when that happens, navigating smoothly and fluidly with loving thoughts, compassionate thoughts, kindness for yourself, this is how we actually change. And I want to offer as an example this hard truth that we can look at the way that we have been approaching healing literally anything in our lives, whether it's our relationships or our challenges with food or troubles at work. And we can perhaps start to notice that the lifetime that we have spent with fighting, feeling sort of at war or pushing or forcing or willpowering our way through things, negatively talking to ourselves, putting ourselves down, shaming ourselves, guilting ourselves. The simple fact is that this is not working. I love asking this question to my clients, like, how is that working for you? And when we actually look at our society at large and we look at the epidemic that we have with the diet industry and the rise in food addiction and struggles with ourselves and food and self-esteem and mental health issues, we see that this forcing that we've been doing for decades is clearly not doing it. It's clearly not working. So what if just for a couple months, we tried on a different hat? We tried on a different strategy that perhaps was the opposite of this fighting and negativity. And this is what I want to offer to all of you today is this truth that I've seen in my own journey, and the deep loving work that I do with my clients is ultimately teaching you how to fully lead with your heart, to trust your body, to trust your intuition, to allow the ups and downs as opposed to fighting against them, to learning from your failures, to using those to fuel your growth. And ultimately, the most important part is learning how to speak kindly to yourself in your head. Right? The negative thought patterns, the putting yourself down is only making it worse. And it's keeping you stuck in this dangerous cycle of binging on sugar. But instead, when you fully embrace loving yourself, or at least begin the journey to approaching this journey with food with a sense of love and the energy of love and compassion, everything begins to change. Everything begins to change. Your anxiety is going to lessen. You're going to naturally notice less desire for sugar and cravings. You're going to really notice how much happier you feel, how much more joyful you feel when you're not constantly putting yourself down every time. And you'll be able to actually flow and learn from the downs in your journey, the failures in your journey, the bumps in the road with ease and with grace, and without it meaning months of derailment, right? Having a bad evening or eating some sugar, right? You'll be able to get back on track effortlessly. And this is the approach. This is the divine feminine approach, the beautiful approach that I love bringing into my practice with my clients in supporting women to find this sense of compassion and self-love as they go through the whole journey. The whole journey of healing is challenging, it's tricky, and we don't need to add another layer of resistance to our already challenging journey that we're on. So I invite you this week, if nothing else, to begin paying attention to your thoughts. Begin paying attention to the negativity that exists in your head and the fight that you have with food. And start questioning it. Begin being curious about how you can invite in, perhaps change a negative thought to a more loving one. How you can invite in a little bit more ease in your meal planning this week or the sugar-free journey you're on this week. And begin really practicing inviting in this energy that is going to completely transform the way that you navigate and succeed in your journey with food and sugar. So that is this week's Tough Love Thursday. And I really hope this hit home for a lot of you. I know this is a major struggle that most of the women that I work with and talk with have. And I'm sure some of you have already commented below, really relating with this. So I would love to also know, aside from definitely, can you relate to this fight? The second question I have for all of you here watching live in our Facebook group is, what are you going to do this week to step more into loving compassion for yourself? What's one thing that you can do this week I want to hear the ideas, the thoughts down in the comments below as your action step to really move forward in this journey and to begin this process of shifting into the loving energy and away from the hateful fight energy. That's clearly not working. Time to do something different. At least that's absolutely what I've seen as the truth in really making this an enjoyable life and an enjoyable journey as we heal some big things, especially as we get into some big wounds. So there you have it. That's this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Tough Love Thursday. So love having all of you here and looking forward to many, many more of these little segments every Thursday here in our Facebook group. And of course, the recording up on the podcast every week. So thank you, each and every one of you who tunes in, either live or watching the replay. I just so sincerely love all of you so deeply. So much love. Sending it from my heart to yours. And we'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye, everyone.